Hello. In this video, we're going to talk about another of Hofstede's 6 dimensions of culture. This video is going to be about the Uncertainty Avoidance Index, or UAI indicator for short. So in this presentation, I'm going to talk about the definition of what is Uncertainty Avoidance Index, the characteristics of uncertainty avoiding societies or cultures, the characteristics of uncertainty accepting societies, risk aversion and how it's different from uncertainty avoiding societies, and I'm going to give you some countries which are on the high ends and the low ends of this dimension of culture. So what is the definition of the Uncertainty Avoidance Index? It's the extent to which the people in a culture feel threatened or scared by ambiguous and unknown situations. So what is the general feeling of people when they encounter something they haven't seen or felt or spoken to before? And to what extent do they try to avoid this from happening? And in general, in societies where they avoid uncertainty, uncertainty is thought of as a threat that must be fought. So is uncertainty a threat, or is it welcomed or even enjoyed, is a way to think about it. And it's important to mention that Hofstede says that the uncertainty avoidance is not risk avoidance, and it's different. And I will share some examples of how we can show that. So, uncertainty avoiding societies have many rules, even rules that are impractical and some rules that are unused. And there is a lot of formalization and standardization that may be in a particular company, or that could even be at the national level, where even if you're at one end of the country or another end of the country, the processes by which you do things are the same. And the people in these cultures tend to change jobs very infrequently, because Hofstede says that changing jobs or even changing careers is one of the most uncertain things that a person can do in their life. So these people tend to get a job and stay in that job for a long time. On the flip side of this, uncertainty accepting societies think that uncertainty is curious, not dangerous. They're very interested by it. It's easier for those people to change jobs within those societies, and those people are more tolerant of people who look different or act different or come from a different place. So how is this different from risk aversion? Avoiding societies tend to drive faster, and they tend to have higher speed limits, which seems like that would affect uncertainty or make you more uncertain. But in many countries and many people, driving faster and having speed limits higher is a known risk. It's not an unknown thing. So it doesn't have uncertainty, it only has risk. Uncertainty avoiding societies also have higher rates of alcoholism, which is an obvious risk, and they have more doctors but fewer nurses, which is interesting because we typically think of doctors as more qualified and having more education. So they might be at more risk. So the main takeaway is that uncertainty avoidance does not equal fear of risk. It is something different. So here are some countries that are the most avoiding of societies. Greece is the highest in Hofstede's system. It's actually got a score of 100. Japan is quite high with a score over 90. And Uruguay is also very high as well in the 80s. And you can see from this too that this is not geographically contained. There are no major trends between continents or groups of countries. And one of the most uncertainty accepting societies is China, along with Denmark and Jamaica. So this was a small introduction into the Uncertainty Avoidance Index in Hofstede's 6 Dimensions of Culture. Thanks for watching.